Hello coders. So in the last video, we have seen how to convert list to NumPy, NumPy to list, arrange function, zeros and ones function of NumPy. So in this video, I am going to explain you linspace and NumPy's random functions. So let me start with the linspace. So it is used to create an evenly spaced sequence in a specified interval. So these are the different required parameters for linspace. So first one is start. So starting of the sequence. Next is stop. End value of the sequence unless endpoint set to false. These are the different optional parameters. The first one is num. The number of samples needed to generate within the interval. The default value is 50. Next parameter is endpoint. So if endpoint is set to false, then end value is not included in the sequence. The next optional parameters are RET step. So RET step, if RET step is true, then it returns samples, step. Step refers to the spacing between the values in the interval. Then dtype, the type of output array. If dtype is not given, then infer the data type from the other input arguments. Axis, the axis in the result to store the samples, which is added in the version of 1.16.0. Now, as I said, linspace is used to create an evenly spaced sequence in a specified interval. So these are the different examples that you can see. In the first, I have used np.linspace 2.0, 3.0 and num is equal to 5. Num is equal to 5 means the number of samples needed to generate within the interval. The default value is 50, but here I have used 5. In the second example, you can see np.linspace 2.0, 3.0, num is equal to 5, endpoint is equal to false. Here num is equal to 5, the number of samples needed to generate within the interval. As I said, the default value is 50. Here I have taken 5. And endpoint is equal to false. What do you mean by endpoint is equal to false? If endpoint is set to false, then end value is not included in the sequence. In the third example, you can see np.linspace 2.0, 3.0, number is equal to 5, RET step is equal to true. So again, num is equal to 5 means the number of samples needed to generate within the interval. The default value is 50, but here I have taken 5. RET step, if RET step is true, then it returns in the parentheses samples, step. The step value refers to the spacing between the values in the interval. Now let I show you in the Jupyter notebook. So let me change the name of this file to NumPy. So let me import NumPy as np. Shift enter to execute the current cell. So when I take np.linspace parenthesis, then shift tab. So when you place the shift tab, it will show you the different parameters supported by linspace. You can see start, stop, num, endpoint, RET step, dtype, and axis is by default 0. So what it will return? Return evenly spaced numbers over a specified interval. So here is the start, the starting value of the sequence. Stop, end value of the sequence unless endpoint set to false. Number, these are some optional parameters. Number, the number of samples needed to generate within the interval. The default value is 50. Endpoint, if endpoint is set to false, then end value is not included in the sequence. RET step. So if RET step is true, then it returns in parenthesis samples comma step, where step value refers to the spacing between the values in the interval. Then D type, the type of the output array. If D type is not given, infer the data type of the other input arguments. Then axis. So the type of the output array, which is D type, then here is given axis. The axis is the result to store the samples, and which is added in a 1.16.0. And here is the different step values and some of the examples are given. Also you can copy and paste these examples. So let me take the first example, copy and paste over here. Then execute it. Now you can see here 2.0 start and num is equal to 5. So the num is equal to 5 means the number of samples needed to generate within the interval. The default value is 50. If you not specify this, then the default value is 50. Let me take the another example. 2.0, 3.0, num is equal to 5 and endpoint is equal to false. So here start and num is equal to 5 means the number of samples needed to generate within the interval. Default is 50. Endpoint is equal to false. So if endpoint is set to false, then end value is not included in the sequence that you can see. So let me copy it once again. Make it true. So now you can see the end value is included in the sequence. So let me take another example. 2.0, 3.0, num is equal to 5, RET step is equal to true. So here is start and num, which is by default 50, and RET step is equal to true. So if RET step is true, then it returns in parentheses samples comma step. So step value refers to the spacing between the value in the interval that you can see now, right? So here it will return samples and step. So this step value is spacing between the value in the interval. So now another way to create the NumPy array using randint. So here you can see that I have used np.random. So from np.random module, I have used randint. So start, stop and number of samples that you want to create. So in the first, start value is 0, end value is 10 and number of samples 15. Likewise for the x1, x2 and x3. Then I have created nd array using this np.random.randint. So let me create in Jupyter Notebook. So here let me use np.random.randint. So again you press shift tab, so it will show you low, high and the size of it. So when you again press shift tab, it will show you like this. So return the random integers from low, which is inclusive, and high, which is exclusive range. So it will return the random integers from discrete uniform distribution of the specified D type in the half open interval. Means low is inclusive but high is exclusive. So here they have also given different examples. So let me create two. Then size also you can see once again. So I am taking the first example, this one, that can be copied as well, this one, right? So let me copy it, right? So two numbers which is 0 and 1, size of 10. So it is created 10 samples, right? So now let me take the x1 is equal to np dot random dot randint, right? Then 10 start and n size 15 samples. Let me copy and paste for x2. Again 11 to 25. Again I want the 50 samples. From x3 is equal to, let me copy and paste it, some 14 to 29, 15 samples, right? Okay. Now here you can create array is equal to np dot array. Then in the list you can pass x1 comma x2 comma x3, right? Then you can print the array. So now you can see that 2D array has been created using the randint. Okay, thank you.